Hello, this is Andy Biersack.
I already made it.
Oh,
She did it. No, she did it.
Still Juliet Sims. This is the Kreepy Kama Show in your own words.
Hey, this is Shaun Kama with the Kreepy Kama Show. I'm here in beautiful Los Angeles at the City Walk Universal, here for the premiere of American Satan.
Hello, Shaun Kama. How you doing, babe?
You look stunning. It's a really, I love it all.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not going to ask you anything about the film. I hope you don't care.
Fair enough.
Okay,
That's
cool.
fine.
Tell me about the book and how that came together and when is it available now?
No, so the book will be out, I believe, in January.
Okay.
So about a year and a half ago, I decided that I wanted to kind of put all these stories and ideas that I had in my mind down and have other people read about my life. It's not an autobiography. It's stories from my childhood, stories from the beginnings of the band. It doesn't really get into the success of Black Veil. It's more about the beginning stages of my life, moving from Cincinnati, growing up in Cincinnati, first getting to LA, and kind of the trials and tribulations of somebody who wants to be a musician, and a lot about how I've tried to grow and change in my life, you know, the stuff that I've dealt with personally of getting to a place of sobriety and all that kind of stuff, you know. So I hope it inspires people and I hope it makes people laugh.
I totally think it will. I mean, I really do. I mean, his tenacity is not to be beat, absolutely.
And you know what? I can't fail because I worked with Ryan Downey, who's one of the best writers I know, and he. So the idea was I had all these stories and this stuff that I didn't really know how to put together a book. So I went to Ryan and said, "Hey, can you help me compile all of this?" And
so not
kind
so
of
much a
make it into-
ghostwriter as much as someone just to kind of help you collate things.
We basically would sit and either I would write something and send it to him, and he would go, "Okay, let's plug this here," or we would sit and literally just talk forever and write something together. But the whole thing was a collaboration, and it was just so much fun.
I have some new material I've been recording that's going to be coming out as well.
I didn't make my clothes.
I'm really excited about that. It's the kind of music that I've always dreamt of making, and I'm finally, as an independent artist, able to do that without
I went to theater school.
the monkey on your back.
Totally,
you
without
know?
the monkey, you guys. What were some of the directors growing up that really influenced you to be what you are today? And maybe some of the films that maybe were some of the inspirations throughout this film, would you say?
Well, not to be on the nose, but my father was actually a very big influence, and I didn't meet him until 2 years ago, so that was a real head fuck. Growing up, being really inspired by his art, but kind of
Being estranged to some degree?
yeah, totally. So that was definitely one of them. I love Aronofsky. I love Oliver Stone. Oliver Stone's one of my favorites. I think The Doors is incredible. I hope to make a rock and roll movie one day with that kind of budget.
That would be amazing, right?
I think personally one of my favorite contemporary horror films is Insidious. I think everyone has pretty much seen that film that likes horror, but I think it was so unique in the sense that they took a little bit of like the old school horror and brought it to contemporary life, and I thought that's what was so great about that. I mean, I listen to such a weird, I'll go from listening to Broadway to listening to AFI or something like that. I listen to just a very broad spectrum.
Let me ask you this, and I'm sure you're familiar. How did Hedwig and the Angry Inch impact you?
Oh my God! How did you know that?
I don't know,
How
but
did you know
Hedwig
that?
is one of my favorite, and what an amazing soundtrack and
By
song,
far,
right?
probably the best musical that's ever existed.
I totally agree.
I absolutely love it. It
John
changed my life.
Actually, it kind of did for me
It
too.
changed my life because it was the first. I was so young when I saw that, and I remember my sister being like, "Oh, well, he's gay," and all of these things, and I was just like, "Oh my God!" Like people are out there in the world, and it was the first time I felt like
Really ahead of its time in some respects, right?
absolutely. I feel when I show people it now, they think it's a modern film.
What's cool is you turn people onto that movie.
Yes. Oh, all the time.
I'm so glad that we talked about that.
I couldn't believe you even brought that up.
Did you have a good time on the film overall?
Absolutely, man.
That's really cool. It was great, right?
Cast was the best. It was the best time I've had. It was so cool. But a good music, good jams. I mean, everyone in the cast, including myself, which was really cool. We're all like musicians, obviously, Andy. And
give a shout out to some of the more contemporary music that you're really loving these days.
Okay. I'm gonna say I love the Struts, bit of Electric Mary from back home in Melbourne, Australia.
Absolutely.
There you go.
That's
Check
really
them out.
great.
They're rock and roll, man.
I love Star Wars.
She's a Star Wars fan.
I love anything Marvel. Like, I love Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like my favorite
Both
movie.
films are amazing, right?
Amazing.
I agree.
My inspirational drummers were growing up listening to Gene Krupa and Buddy Rich and jazz music, and they turned that into rock, and their names are Peter Criss and Roger Taylor.
Awesome,
And
man.
Ian Pace.
Amazing.
Those guys, they turned jazz into rock.
Well, you have a very identifiable style in drumming, and
Because I have no idea what I'm doing.
well, that's great, because some of the best just don't.
I just love doing it.
Awesome.
All the Halloween movies are really great.
There you go.
Like the Poltergeist movies are amazing.
You're loving that?
Yeah.
Okay, musically, what have you been listening to these days?
I listen to everything.
She's eclectic as hell.
Absolutely, listen to everything.
Your films, are you into like some of the Hammer films or some of the classic Universal stuff?
I would say like Nosferatu.
Nosferatu?
That kind of stuff, yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. So
and not so much horror, but horror themed stuff like the Monsters.
Oh, God,
Even though it's comedy, it's always just so entertaining to watch.
But you know what, man? Hey, I can't be mad at Sharknado.
you
man.
can't be mad at Sharknado at all. They have
Shout out
absolutely
to Vivica Fox, Scream to Scream.
Yeah, Frankenstein.
The depth of it.
And then I got into Bela Lugosi and Dracula, and then I got into Lon Chaney with the Wolfman and the Mummy. And
Yeah.
So I kind of started with Frankenstein, and I went over to a solo Italy, and I stayed at the place, the chateau or villa that Mary Shelley and her poet husband lived in.
Frankenstein and the Wolfman were having a fist fight. Who do you feel would be the victor?
Okay, cool.
I actually think Lon Chaney Jr. would kick the shit out of Boris Karloff.
Probably the Wolfman.
Yeah,
I'm all about wolves.
Good.
You know what? I'm gonna go Frankenstein. I don't really. I'm gonna go with old Frankie. Frankenstein for sure.
Frankenstein for sure. Why? Why? We want the people.
Because he doesn't give a fuck, man. He's just like,
He's undead?
Yeah, he's undead.
But the Wolfman would destroy him.
Lon Chaney Jr. weighs like 230, and he would kick his ass.
We'll say the Wolfman. The Wolfman would win. Why do you think he would kill Frankenstein?
More flexibility. Of course, Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Before I put on makeup, I'm basically Frankenstein.
Are they in costume?
Oh, they're in full effect.
Oh yeah, no, Boris Karloff, he couldn't move, and he just hit him low.
Yeah, that's it.
Take him out.
That's it.
Beat the shit out of him.
Now I kind of want to change my answer.
Okay, all right, you can.
Can I go the Wolf instead?
You could absolutely go the Wolfman. Why do you think the Wolfman would be the victor?
Probably because he's like faster, right?
You know what? I would say Frankenstein.
Okay.
Because he's supernatural.
Yeah.
You know, he got experimented on. He got superpowers. Versus the Wolfman, he's a man who's a wolf.
Yep.
And he's powerful and all, but he's still like a mortal creature.
He's still a man at heart.
Yeah.
Right? Death match.
Oh, on the.
Stay haunted, stay creepy.
Hi, I'm Juliet Sims, and welcome to the Kreepy Kama Show.
My name is Bill Booth, and welcome to the Kreepy Kama Show.
I was at the special preview.
Welcome to the Creepy Kama Show. With you.
I'm Lindsay Bezos, and welcome to the Kreepy Kama Show.
Hi, my name is Kenny Lou, and welcome to the Creepy Kama Show.
Hi, this is Dorothy from the band Dorothy, and welcome to the Creepy Kama Show.
Welcome to the Creepy Kama Show.
I'm Caitlin O'Connor, and welcome to the Kreepy Kama Show.
Welcome to the Creepy Kama Show.
Welcome to the Creepy Kama Show. Enjoy.
Welcome to the Kreepy Kama Show.
You're gonna die.
You're gonna die.